me feeling like I'm academics. Can't run.
There's some G League nigga who was exposed for, like, you know, having some type of situation with his baby moms or something like that. I don't know if I can find that. Or maybe I do this Young Philly thing first. I gotta grab something upstairs real quick. Young Philly. Let me get to this Young Philly shit first. So if you guys don't know, Young Philly's a guy who's, I believe, in this popular UK group called the Beta Squad, and he's a guy who's had a very interesting, like, he's had like a very interesting, hold on, is it this? A very interesting, like, you know, reception, because people have felt like they saw some of the things that they're now seeing with him come true. But he was recently arrested in Perth, I believe. I think that's Australia, for the R word. And the details around it kind of have people really reacting in many different ways. Let me play a bit. Wait, where's the news story? There's like a whole news story about it.
Get ready for a Blux experience. Smash the...
Popular musician and YouTuber from the UK known as Young Philly has been extradited from Queensland to WA, accused of serious sexual assault allegations following an incident in Perth.
That's okay. Give me 1 second. I'm grabbing something upstairs.
Popular musician and YouTuber from the UK known as Young Philly has been extradited from Queensland to WA, accused of serious sexual assault allegations following an incident in Perth.
That's right, Lara, and it's serious. He's facing 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, and 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation. Detectives say the 29-year-old man sexually assaulted a woman in her 20s in his Perth hotel room after he performed an event in Hillary's on Saturday, September 28. The man, a well-known UK DJ Andre Felipe Valencia Barrentos, also known as Young Philly, was arrested in Brisbane and taken to Perth overnight under police guard. He'll face Perth Magistrates Court today, and Lara, detectives are calling for anyone with further information about this incident or other incidents to call Crime Stoppers.
Popular musician and YouTuber from the UK known as Young Philly has been extradited from Queensland to WA, accused of serious sexual assault allegations following an incident in Perth.
That's right.
If you like truthful news and wonderful facts, subscribe to Blux News. We're independent and place us somewhere between CNN and Fox.
All right. So, some individual named Young Philly. I'm trying to get the raw details. Did I miss it just now? Everybody's talking about it. Fresh and Fit's live about it now. Apparently he was affiliated to the Sidemen. From the details I know about this, let me see. Can I get like a little bit more? Yeah, I'm seeing sensational videos. Philly. Okay. All right. So apparently this guy is really popular. He does the shows. Oh my God, I can't look at nothing without his billboard. Could you hold me down? Thank you. So this guy, Young Philly, apparently he's a musician and an entertainer. He's in Beta Squad, right? Beta Squad. I think that's their name. If you guys ever seen a lot of their videos, it's pretty entertaining. I think this is him here. Hold on. Let me see if I could find maybe an old video where he's in. I think he's one of the members for sure. Let's see. What's the last video I've seen him in? I don't really watch their content like that, but I do know he's highly entertaining. Am I skipping past the videos he's in? I don't know if I can find this thing. I thought he was one of the main guys. Maybe he's not one of the main guys. I've seen this guy everywhere and this guy. Oh, y'all can't see it. Yo, is he not one of the main members? Am I tripping? Oh, he's right here. The weakest. Okay, cool.
The only black one. Straight for the black guy. Okay. He's going for the only black.
Okay, so let's see if we go. I think it's him. Yeah, Philly. Yeah, he's right here. So this, like, they're really popular. Like a year ago, 10 million views. This is like, if you ever watch like the YouTube come up of the Sidemen, they seem to be a modern iteration of the Sidemen. And they're really popular, really positive. Like they do fun things. They kind of give us like a different look on like UK people. They have different humor, and I ain't gonna lie, they're kind of very lit. When you see AMP, who's an American group, and these other groups of people go to collab with people in the UK, they usually collab with either the Sidemen or the Beta Squad guys. So this guy, he's like, like a host on, Beta Squad, or not host particularly, but he's one of the members. But he also does music. So he was going around and kind of doing like a combination of things. So he was singing and he was doing these other things. Apparently his tour went to Australia, and he linked with a woman who he brought to his hotel, and I guess they had sex, they had sex, but she claims that she was R-worded and choked, okay? Now, he was recently arrested and extradited back to Australia, which he was then charged with R-word, and he was then subsequently, he got bail, I believe, for like $116,000 or $100,000. Oh, 67,000. Oh, it's 100,000 US, Australian, which is 67,000 US. Regardless, let me just read through it. 29-year-old, whose real name is Andres Felipe Valencia Barrentos, was freed from bail when he appeared on Thursday on several charges in court in Perth, a West Coast city where police allege his crimes were allegedly committed on September 28th. His bail's condition remains that he include that he must remain in Western Australia state, doesn't contact his alleged victim, and doesn't post about the case on social media. He was ordered to surrender his passport and report to police daily. His surety, which is bail, was set to 100,000 Australian bucks or 67,000 US dollars. Prosecutors opposed the bail because of the risk that he would flee the state. His lawyers, Seamus Rafferty, did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Friday. Police allege he assaulted a woman in her 20s in a hotel room after he performed at a club in Perth. His show was promoted by ticket selling platform MoshTix. He was charged with 4 counts of R-word, 3 counts of assault causing bodily injury, and 1 count of impeding the woman's normal breathing. So they keep saying choking and forceful sex. And when I mean forceful sex without someone's consent. Oh, it's kind of odd right here. I don't know too much about this guy. People have told me that, they've told me that he has like a reputation of being a little bit, heavy-handed with females.
This morning, the world... Young Philly needs to understand the magnitude of this, because him being arrested is not just going to affect his career deeply, but you have millions of his followers that look up to him. He's also part of this huge friendship group in the UK that are some of the biggest creators in the world, like the Sidemen, the Beta Squad. He's got a podcast with Chunks. He's also doing a lot of work in traditional TV, like he's got his own show with the BBC called Hot Property. He's got another show with Channel 4 and Harry Pinero called The Philly and Harry Show. He's featured in a bunch of Sidemen videos, some of which have got over 80 million views, and his dedicated ones with them have over 40 million views. He played in the Soccer Aid match on ITV. He was in the Great Celebrity Bake Off. He's got his own
Okay, so they're kind of describing this guy as he's pretty brand friendly.
music, which gets millions of streams.
Oh wow, he has a song with 63 million views
Every month, and he goes on tours as he was doing in Australia, always working with massive brands. Like he's got his own sauce with Heinz. He's worked with Meta, the British military, Adobe, Captain Morgan, and a bunch of others. And he even worked.
Oh my god. Yeah, they got this nigga clipped. Whether true or not, and I'm not here to talk about whether it's true or not, them brands is gonna at least be like backing up for a while.
Charities like Stand Up to Cancer and even the Prince's Trust to inspire young people to chase their dreams. So, point is, the fallout for someone like this that is working with and affiliated to so many different people and brands, all of them are probably going to try and desperately now try and protect their own public reputation. But we'll get back to that side of things in a second, because today he appeared in court where he's being charged with 4 counts of penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, and 1 charge of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to their neck, aka.
I'm wondering why it's 4 counts of sexual assault or 4 counts of assault or sexual penetration without consent. Usually a count is going to be an incident. Why is it 4? Like, did he do it 4 times? What the fuck?
Or circulation by applying pressure to their neck, aka strangling. He couldn't have just said that. And the prosecutors even attempted to oppose young Philly's bail application because they alleged that there was an extremely strong prosecution case supported by CCTV and photo evidence. And they basically are trying to make the case that he's not just some ordinary person.
So wait, he was just going around and choking women and forcefully having sex with them against their will? Well, that's what's being alleged, right? Like, I don't want to, even though it's a criminal case, I get it. If the guy's on tour, why the fuck is he doing that? Unless you think he's some extra kinky nigga who probably is going over the line. But even then, she clearly was, the police clearly believe she was saying no.
Being tried, and they don't want him to use his social media influence to impede the case. Prosecutors also showed pictures to the magistrate which were not shown in court, and in reference to what these photos depicted, they said, across her body is a history of violent acts. We say those photos and what is alleged is beyond the pale, beyond what could be considered a consensual act. Now, on the other side, Philly's lawyers are questioning the strength of the prosecution's case, because they are claiming that the girl didn't even raise any concerns about assault during a call with her friend at 5:31 a.m. Now, the case was adjourned for the day and he was granted conditional bail, but in those conditions are a ban on contacting his alleged victim or posting anything about this whole case to his millions of followers on social media. Now, it goes without saying, but the charges don't suggest that the allegations are proven. Rather, he will now be tried in an Australian court and he is innocent until proven guilty. When these sorts of allegations come out, it almost doesn't matter to the
Now, I did see this on social media, and again, I don't want to improperly characterize this guy. I don't know him. Obviously, he's gonna have to contend with these charges, but a lot of people were coming out and they were like, almost like, "Yo, we know this guy. He's been like weird," and like that definitely doesn't help his case.
But let's not act majorly surprised about it when we've seen their podcasts. The way that
All right, see, I ain't gonna lie. Don't talk about a nigga podcast. You gotta talk about his actions. Has he been around you? Has he done some weird shit?
bloke spoke about women, being outed for treating women, and just the pure lack of respect that he showed for young women.
Okay, all right. This person doesn't have firsthand knowledge.
Ready for a night with Philly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Go.
Yeah. So the club was literally in town. I lived in town, so me and this other girl, we were in the club where Philly was. And as soon as she left, my friend that was going to get ready to go see him, as soon as she left, Philly started like whining on some other girl. Even though all that night, like he was like, you know, telling, how's my saying it? Telling my friend like, oh, you know, come back with me.
Wait, but were they together or not?
They weren't together. Like they just used to see each other. So every time they go to a club together, or they see each other on the same night, they'd always leave together. Like always, always, yeah.
Is this girl from Australia? Is this girl from, like, what do you mean every time? Like, the nigga's on tour. How many times is he in Australia? And how many times is he in clubs in Australia? It's kind of odd.
So anyway,
unless maybe they were dated, or maybe they were fucking, and I don't know, maybe she was going around with him on tour. Who knows?
Wait, so that happened, and so I messaged her, told her like, look, he's literally whining on some other girl. She comes back within like 5-10 minutes because I didn't live too far, and next minute he's messaging her saying, oh, come to the car, I'm leaving. And he's literally messaging her like abuse, like saying like, I'm leaving you, I don't care, like, you know. And so I've got a video of this, by the way. So we go to the back of the club, me and my friend, and then the girl that's going back with Philly, like she gets in his car and he's literally shouting at her saying like, no, get out, I don't want you here anymore, like you're taking your time, whatever. So anyways, later that night, it was around like 3 a.m, she goes to his hotel, she rings me, and she says, she's like whispering, she's saying like, oh, like, Siren, can you come like get an Uber from me, like whatever. And I was like, are you okay? And she said, no, like, you know, I need to go. And she's like, actually, no, wait, 1 minute. Anyways, so later that morning, she told me what actually happened. So she wanted to leave around 3 a.m. when she called me. But then he apparently, she said, oh, you're either staying and take your clothes off or you're leaving. So she stayed because they had history and she just felt like, you know, he had all this power. Like she felt so gullible in the moment. And when she told me that story, like 8 a.m, like she came literally to my place, makeup on, everything, like from the night before. She
All right, can I just stop you there? Because this is a lot to digest.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. I have no idea.
25-year-old can't do.
They already have like little montages why they're like, this guy was one of those. So I don't know.
Philly is arrested.
Well, the legal age is actually 16 in the UK.
No, so a 25-year-old can't be with a 16-year-old.
Yes, they can.
Yes. What? Why not?
A 25-year-old with a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
That can't be.
I know, bro. I agree, G. I agree. Morally, it's wrong, but the law is.
As soon as you're 16, you're legal.
You're allowed to
I thought 16 could be with other 16-year-olds.
No.
Up to 18, and then 19. For example, a 19-year-old can't be with a 16-year-old.
Actually, no, I thought that as well. I've just realised that.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
A 25-year-old cannot be with a 16-year-old. It's illegal, and it's immoral, and it's disgusting.
16-year-old.
I don't know him.
So a 20-year-old, 28-year-old gets bagged for dealing with a 20-year-old. It's also a bit crazy, like getting bagged. Maybe everyone looks at him like, oh, morally not right. But getting arrested when it was a law for him to deal with an 18-year-old or 16 is a bit unfair as well.
It's pretty wild though, isn't it?
Yeah.
16.
Because I can tell you a lot of 28-year-olds that will deal with a 20-year-old. No qualms. But no qualms.
They will have days where they go,
what the fuck is this?
And
Ain't these niggas that was mad at Andrew Schultz? These guys right here?
Yeah, bro. And
That's why I wouldn't want to do true crime. Not R word for me. I don't even like saying it, bro.
Yeah, it's just the harsh reality,
certain, yeah, I know, but just allow me. I don't want to speak on it. Not on my platform. You know what
Interesting. I'm trying to see. I seen a bunch of like videos. I don't know if this is all telling the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna wait and see what the fuck happens. looked like this guy might have been a little bit like one of them guys who's super aggressive to females, and also it looked like the content that he used to give out would probably make him seem like such and such. Now, did he do it? Shit, it appears he had sex with the woman. Was she not with it? We'll figure it out. I don't know, man. I don't know. They claim they got CCTV, so like if she's unconscious, if he's dragging her, if she's running away, that is kind of clear, right? So this was him in the same hotel hours before. I don't know. This is like a huge deal. I kid you not. Like apparently, like everyone's talking about. I seen this guy trending, Young Philly. This was his last performance. No, damn. Looked like he got some fans.
Really going to be getting exposed.
Fact that he's allegedly doing gay activities with other rappers. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like, why does everyone hate him?
But he's not getting bagged for that. You know what I mean? You know.
Huh. All right. I don't know. I don't know. They said they caught that nigga in 4K. So, hey, listen. You know, for me, in my life experience, man, a camera help you out, bro. Like, you know, if you're not doing nothing, a camera help you out. If the cameras was syncing you, you probably was doing something wrong. So I can't. I don't want to jump on the nigga did it shit, or no, I want to say he innocent. But they claim they got him on CCTV 4K. Shit, if he was innocent and I was him, I'd be like, thank God for cameras. They'll get me free. But if they're saying, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, yo, you know what? So I was looking to this off stream. I gotta show y'all something. And this next story I'm gonna present, because it blew my mind. I went down a little rabbit hole. So I'm gonna need y'all to, like, before we present this, let's establish some ground rules, okay? Hold on, give me 1 second.